Alright, I'm here in the National Air and Space Museum. This is the Smithsonian Museum, and as opposed to all the art things that I've put up in the very beginning, I wanted to get a shot of these three airplanes. Starting with the Spirit of St. Louis. This is not a replica. This is the actual airplane that Charles Lindbergh flew across the Atlantic Ocean. First one ever. And over here we have Spaceship One by Burt Rutan and Scaled Composites. This was the first privately funded flight mission into space. This is just a couple years ago. And up here, that is the first plane to break the sound barrier, Chuck Yeager. And again, these are all the real thing. These are not replicas. This right here is an exact replica of the Hubble Space Telescope. And these are some old rockets from the 60s. Alright, this was the first joint U.S. and USSR space mission. It was the Apollo Soyuz, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, in July 1975. I've read all the plaques about this particular mission, and I've yet to figure out what exactly the purpose of the mission was, other than for the U.S. and Russia to get together on some kind of space thingy. And I also haven't figured out if this is a replica or if it's the real thing. Seems to be about half and half around here, half replicas and half the real deal. This is the Mercury 7 capsule in which John Glenn became the first American to orbit the Earth. This is very surprisingly small. This is the command module for Apollo 11. After the first walk on the moon, they went back to this vehicle, and this is what they splashed down in. It's encased in plastic. And you can see inside where they would strap themselves in. Just move around to the back here. Right here by the entrance is another Burt Rutan aircraft. This is the plane that broke the world record for a round-the-world flight. I forget exactly how long it took. So that's something else. You gotta be something else to have two aircraft in the National Air and Space Museum. This is an actual lunar module built for the Apollo program. This never actually went into flight, never went into space. But it's one of the leftovers. And you can see the human scale here. It's actually not quite as big as I would have expected it to be. And the sides look like they're utterly flimsy. Looks like you could just poke a hole right into them.